I'm Wyatt Ferguson. This is my week 4 discussion for Faith and Story on sacrifice. We had to finish reading The Promise by Potok. And the first question was, is Rav Kalman right that our choices reveal who we really are, what we value, and what we believe? I believe that he's right with saying that. I think it has a lot of proof in everybody's day-to-day life now. And I'm going to use myself personally as an example. If I don't value something or I value it less than something else that I have the option to do, I would choose to go do that other thing. Now, going off of that, if I use the example, would I rather do chores or hang out with friends? I would obviously go hang out with my friends. But then you have the incentive, because sometimes your parents or somebody would make you do the chores so you can go hang out with friends. So sometimes doing stuff has an incentive that can also influence your choices. I did want to point out that there are some choices that are like just simply your morals. And it's when Abe said, "I don't lie." I thought that was really interesting, because he could have made the choice to lie and not be scrutinized in front of the whole class by Rav, because he would have said he was sick, but he didn't. He was honest. I think that's a choice he actively makes, and that shows his character a lot, because he's choosing not to go against his own morals, and it gets him in trouble, but it really shows his character. And then this week, notice the time you were forced to make a hard choice. Yesterday, I decided I was going to complete my theology class on essay rather than get the reading done for this class. So that led to me having to stay up really late to get the reading done and to get this prep work done so I could record it now. The decision was hard, because usually I didn't have to get the essay done because it's due on Friday, but I turned it in and it's done. But then this class, I've got like a schedule, and it's kind of hard when I get thrown off my schedule for me to get back on track, because usually I have this video up on a Tuesday night. And I don't like having to stress about these discussions. But I decided I'm going to get this big pressing thing done, because it's been stressing me out for a couple weeks, and I got it done, and it's all good. And I knew that I would be able to get this done on time, because I had time. My choice is similar to Abe Greenfield's, because I prioritized one class over another, and it led to me being a little tired this morning because I stayed up getting the reading done. But I also classified the theology on essay as more important than this discussion, because that was worth 20% of my grade, where this is worth, I'm not actually sure, but not as much as 20%. And I took the pros and cons, and I lost maybe a little willpower to get the reading done as in-depth, and that could come bite me in the butt later, but I don't think it will, because I got the reading done still. But I prioritized the more important assignment, similar to how Abe Greenfield's did, but it was just in our eyes what we thought was more important. To reflect on that and use a counterexample, it was similar to Abe's, because he was prioritizing a final exam. I was prioritizing a midterm. It was different for me, because I still decided to get the work done for this class, where he decided not to, which is fair. I mean, sometimes happens. But I did want to bring up how Abe talked about how he said he wished he had gone to MIT, and sometimes you'll get those thoughts that come to your mind. It's like, well, maybe if I went somewhere else, I wouldn't be dealing with this much pressure. That's a fair thought for someone to say. And I think a lot of people feel that way, but I think you also need to live in the moment and realize, I chose to be here, so I'm going to get as much work as I can done on time. Thank you.